Welcome to Knowledge Search channel. Today in this video we will be discussing about applying the DMAIC framework in order to reduce the patient wait times using Six Sigma approach. So previously we have seen three different videos in Six Sigma, and today here, as a continuation of the previous videos, this is the fourth part of the past three videos. So let's go into today's session. So in order to have a quick recap of what we have covered in the past videos, we have discussed about what is Six Sigma, what is its need, what are its applications, and concepts as well we have discussed related with Six Sigma. And also we have discussed about the introduction to ED crisis and the challenges, patient volume, etc. As well we have discussed about the wait times and patient safety. If you are really in need of such topics, or if you are not clear with the present existing video, please do watch the previous videos and come back to this video in order to have a better understanding. So because you can see that Six Sigma is mainly using a concept called as DMAIC, that is in short it is called as DMAIC approach. So what do you mean by DMAIC? So DMAIC is nothing but define, measure, analyze, improve and control. So this is what is called as Six Sigma. There are many different concepts again in order to justify the above, and we have discussed several different concepts in the previous videos. Please go through the previous videos and come back to this video to have a better understanding. So moving forward, so here in this video, already we know that we have discussed about the DMAIC principles and concepts related with this particular application, that is patient wait times. So in that, we will be discussing about the sustaining the gain. So previously we have discussed about how to identify the bottleneck and baseline data collections, and what do you mean by root cause identification, and implementing the solutions. Everything we have discussed. Okay, but now in this video we will be discussing only about the sustaining the gains. What do you mean by sustaining the gains is what we are going to discuss about. So what do you mean by sustaining the gains? Okay, so it is nothing but control. So it is the last part of the DMAIC, that is control. Okay, so control is a very important parameter in the DMAIC structure. Okay, that is in a Six Sigma approach. So it is a final and last part of the DMAIC architecture. So in case of control, see for example, the final control phase, it will always ensure that the improvements are permanent. So that's a very important concept. Okay, so the final control phase always ensures that the improvements are permanent. It should be a permanent one. It should not be a temporary one. It should be a permanent one. Okay, so this involves actually the creating a standard operating procedure. So you know what is meant by SOP. So regularly we are saying nowadays SOP. What do you mean by SOP? Standard operating procedure. So this particular part involves in creation of standard operating procedures, and also using the control charts in order to monitor the wait times in real time. Okay, so in real time we are going to monitor the wait times. For that we are using the control charts. Okay, so this particular approach, that is the control, the final phase of the DMAIC, always involves the creating of standard operating procedure. So this particular part is very important, because this is going to involve in creating the standard operating procedure and also using the control charts. What is the use of this control charts? It is going to monitor the wait times in the real time workflow. So in the real time workflow, what are the wait times, and so those things will be controlled by those things will be monitored by the control charts. For example, if the wait times begin to creep back up, the system triggers an immediate review. Okay, The system will always trigger a immediate review if the wait times begin to creep back up. So this phase shift the culture from the reactive firefighting to proactive continuous quality management. So this particular phase shift phase will be shifting the culture. So this particular phase will be shifting our culture from the reactive firefighting to the proactive. So we should not be actually reactive, we have to be proactive. And also the continuous quality management is possible in this particular case. So this is called as a control phase. So control phase is a very important phase in the DMAIC architecture of the 6th phase. So now let's move on. Okay. So we have discussed about that is sustaining the gains. So now in order to have a small revamp of why we are going with the Six Sigma. So why the Six Sigma concepts are needed is because it is a quality control tool. What do you mean by Six Sigma? It is a quality control tool, and it uses the data driven philosophy in order to achieve a better phase shift in the culture. Okay, and as for your MBA graduates, it really needed for your career growth, because in most of the MNC companies they are using Six Sigma concepts. So if you are really thorough with the Six Sigma, and if you have achieved different belts actually, so if you are not aware of what are the different belts, you can just watch my previous videos. So if you are really interested in achieving those belts, you will be having a great demand in most of the industries. Okay, so finally I just want to conclude that the Six Sigma always minimizes the variation, it increases the profitability, it's really based on the fact based decision making, and finally customer loyalty is given more importance in Six Sigma. So these are the 4 different things which I just want to emphasize on what is Six Sigma. So it is used in many different industries, in many MNCs like Amazon, Microsoft, Google, Intel, Samsung, Toyota, Ford, Bank of America, Johnson & Johnson, Coca-Cola. So many industries are there. Okay. So as we have discussed, there are different types of belts: white belt, yellow belt, green belt, black belt, master black belt, which is in short is called as the MVP. So these belts identify your caliber or your growth in your Six Sigma levels. So if you have white belt, it is the lowest level. If you go to the yellow belt, it is the next level. If you go to the green belt, it is the next level to yellow belt. Similarly, if you go to the black belt, it is the final and the most demandable belt. Okay, that is the black belt. And beyond that, you are having only one belt, which is called as the master black belt. So it is the highest level. Okay, the master black belt is the highest level, whereas white belt is nothing but it will just give you the foundational awareness. Maybe you will be given made to understand the basic terminologies, but it will not lead into projects. Okay, so your white belt will not lead into the projects. Okay, so if you want to have better job opportunities, you have to get the master black belt. Okay, so there are various job opportunities in Six Sigma, like continuous improvement manager, operation manager, quality assurance manager, project manager, process consultant, data scientist. So many different these things are there. That is, many different job opportunities are there for the certified professionals. Okay, and there is also a very good increase in your salary if you have certifications. Okay, so that's where the certifications plays a very vital role. So maybe you will be having around 20% of the salary increase if you have the certificate, Six Sigma certifications. As of now in the industry, it is highly demandable. Okay, so hope I have given you a basic of what is Six Sigma, and we have discussed various concepts. And thank you very much. If you really like this video, please give a thumbs up. If you have any doubts, you can comment. And if you really feel that this particular video will be useful to someone who is preparing for the Six Sigma, please share it. And if you really like the videos which I post on the channel, please support me in subscribing this channel. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you.